The Edo State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development has held the Urban October Symposium 2025 with the theme Sustainable Cities Building Resilience for Climate Change. The event brought together scholars, professionals, and government agencies to deliberate on strategies, challenges, and policies for promoting a cleaner and greener Edo State. Best Orator has details.
The symposium is aimed at educating and engaging stakeholders on how to build sustainable cities capable of withstanding the effects of climate change. Discussions centered on promoting environmental responsible urban planning, infrastructure renewal, and community-based resilience strategies. In her opening remarks, the acting permanent secretary of the ministry, Mrs. Kate Isopu, who represented the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Honorable Dr. Lucky Esegbe, reaffirmed the government's commitment to inclusive and forward-thinking development. She highlighted the Project Shine 5-point agenda of Governor Monday Pueblo, focusing on security and welfare, human capital development, infrastructure and urban renewal, economic growth, environmental sustainability, and good governance. She noted that the symposium aligns with these priorities, especially in addressing climate resilience, urban infrastructure, and environmental protection.
Climate change is no longer a distant concern. It is a lived experience. We see it in rising temperatures, irregular rainfall patterns, flooding, and other environmental stresses that directly affect urban livelihoods.
Delivering a keynote lecture, Director of Urban and Rural Planning Design, Dr. Adegboyega Maziseyi, emphasized the importance of creating adaptable and sustainable cities in the face of climate change. She shared strategies for environmental planning, urging stakeholders to adopt proactive measures that strengthen community resilience.
When you are planning, you always have objectives. And when you start implementing beyond the objective, there are other things that will come up.
The interactive session featured contributions from representatives of the Edo State Parks and Gardens Agency, Waste Management Board, Development and Building Control Agency, National Institute of Horticulturists, and the Nigerian Institute of Architects. Participants shared insights on how their respective sectors can contribute to sustainable city planning and climate adaptation initiatives.
You go to Mission Road, you find out that the city is highly disorganized. A lot of buses roaming around, without being controlled, emitting carbons. You understand? That is increasing greenhouse emission into the atmosphere.
Now, how do you control those floods when you don't have the data for it, upon which the engineer will design their drainage system and whatever, whether the drainage is surface drainage system or underground drainage system?
Take a Joko. When the person comes back, it becomes an advocate for the system.
The issue of sensitization and awareness advocacy is something that all of us have to do. So if you see somebody doing the wrong thing, just tell the person, this is not proper. And like we say in those waste management board, if you see something, say something, and the board will take proper action.
In those days, design and construction. As a matter of fact, you had some houses, I think you still have one along second, but now that you have plants running the finishing of the approach view of that building, you still have one or such building and along second, but now.
Also speaking, town planner Mr. Nusa Asemota of the Edo State Development and Building Control Agency stated that the agency will commence enforcement actions against illegal structures on waterways and road corridors. He noted that the exercise, in partnership with the Parks and Garden Agency and the Waste Management Board, will restore order and also beautify the city.
What are we preaching? Let's continue to green our environment. If we have green in this compound, for example, we have lots of trees. It is served as cloud cover. The UV will not hit this building directly. And even when it falls down, the plant takes it back to produce its roof. And in that process, the plant equally give us oxygen. And this is the oxygen we ought. It's a cycle.
The Urban October Symposium 2025 provided a vital platform for experts, environmentalists, and policymakers to share practical, forward-looking solutions for sustainable urban development and climate resilience across Edo State. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.